Hello everyone, this is me again, Ryan, coming to you from Tokyo, Japan. So, here we are again. We have Israel bombing Palestine. This has happened in the past, and it's happening again. Palestinians being murdered, slaughtered, innocents. Children, women, shopkeepers, people who had nothing to do with the reasons this current war is happening. Now, what started it? Well, the Israeli assassination of a top Hamas leader. In response, Hamas sent some rockets into Israel. Now, mind you, most of those rockets didn't have warheads. And the ones that did have warheads were extremely inferior to the type of weaponry Israel possesses. There were very few deaths involved in those rockets, and very, very few injuries. Israel's response to hammer Palestine with extremely advanced weaponry, causing hundreds of deaths, hundreds of injuries, women, children, and innocents in general. This is important to remember, and this is not something to be taken lightly. Now, for a long time, the internet, in its response to this ongoing situation, has been silent until recently. The hacking collective known as Anonymous has hacked over 700 Israeli websites, many of them government, some of them tourist-based, as well as others. Now, some of these websites were taken down. Some of them were defaced. Others completely wiped out. Messages were put on these websites explaining why this was done and giving warnings to Israel to stop what they're doing and to realize the evil they're engaging in. Now, some have asked, what really does Anonymous hope to accomplish by hacking these websites? Now, true, in the big scheme of things, it really cannot garner enough effect to truly stop the current situation. That's true. That is a sad reality, but that is a reality. But what is the effect? And something we need to think about. What is Anonymous doing here? What are they accomplishing? Well, what is the internet, ladies and gentlemen, but nothing more than the sharing of information. And information, as we all know, is power. When people in Israel see that an international hacking collective is attacking you through the internet and telling you clearly and specifically that there's millions of people in the world who think you're wrong and what you're doing is evil and condemning you. You have to look at that and you have to face that. And you have to live with that regardless of your ideology or regardless of your rhetoric. Now, there's no disputing that people in Israel, especially the hardliners, the one that fully support what's going on, now know that many people in the world are condemning this action. And many people in the world think they're wrong. And not only are they wrong, but they're vicious and brutal. And clearly, we can see the disproportionate attack and retaliation that Israel has placed on Palestine and just how wrong that is, not only in principle, but in material actuality. So what is Anonymous accomplishing by hacking all these websites? I think the biggest thing they are accomplishing is awareness. Letting more people know that this is not okay. Making it clear to the Israeli government and the extreme right wing in Israel and the Zionists who control Israel. Let them know that the world is not on your side. Who you have on your side are the capitalist elite from the Western powers. That's who's on your side. But the common people are not on your side. And I think Anonymous is accomplishing that goal of letting the world know, especially Israel, and the ones who control the state of Israel. The common people in the majority of the world are not with you. And your power base, what justifies, what allows you to get away with what you're doing, is these capitalist elite in the West, particularly America. Your big fancy military and all your advanced weaponry, people know that if it wasn't because of America, you wouldn't have that. And you wouldn't be able to do what you're doing to Palestine if it wasn't for the overwhelming support you get from the capitalist elite class in America. You remove that, and the situation becomes very different, and the playing field becomes much more even. So that's the point I want to make. That Anonymous is having the effect of awareness. Anonymous is letting them know that we, the common, hard-working people, are not behind you, and we never will be.